Hello and welcome to this yoga flow. Now, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to call this yet. I'm going to decide once we get through it. So I'm Danielle, a certified yoga teacher and Pilates instructor in training. So welcome if you're new here. If you're already here and you're a subscriber and you're tired of hearing me say that, that's why now there's an intro that you can skip past. So for this, you're just going to need 2 yoga blocks. So let's get started in an easy seat position, and I'm going to do this from the side. Now for this easy seat position, if you don't feel comfortable with crossed legs, feel free to stretch your legs out. Do what feels right for you. Feel, explore and connect with your body. So palms onto your knees, chest open and forward, doming at the back. So cat-cows, but bringing a little bit more movement into it, making it flow. Doesn't have to look like mine, it needs to look like yours. So building that mobility in the spine, forward and back. And from here, we're going to do some circles in easy seat. So 5 on the right side, circling round. 3, 4, 5. Left side, round to the right. 4 and 5. Arms in a cactus position, palms facing forward, shoulder blades together, looking up. Bring the palms together at the center of the chest. Open up again. Feel those shoulder blades connect. Palms together. 3 more times. Palms down on the ground in front of you, and just begin to bend over your legs to your own degree. You may be here or good. You may be further forward. Do what feels right for you. There is no wrong or right way to do a yoga pose or to do a yoga flow. Make your way back up. And we're going to come into a tabletop position to make our way into a downward facing dog. So toes tucked under, lift the knees off the mat, back into that tabletop. Put it back into that downward facing dog, not tabletop. Okay, breathe here. Inhale, exhale. Look back between your legs. Head dangling in that L shape, navel to spine. Look ahead, step forward with the right foot, step forward with the left. Yes, we are gonna roll up. Circle the arms overhead, fingertips touching at the top, but I want you to lift up onto your toes. Circle the arms back down, and as you do, begin to place your feet onto the mat. 2 more times, lifting up onto the balls of your feet, fingertips, tips touching, not chips. Arms down by the side of your body along with your heels. Again. And we're going to do it twice more because I can't remember how many I said. So twice more. Up. Back down. 1 more time. And back down. Palms in front of the chest. Step forward with the left foot. 45-degree angle. Warrior 1 pose. Circle the arms up overhead. Bring the chest down onto your thighs. Arms out like an aeroplane. Your knee bended. looking down at your mat, at your toes. I know everyone's not a fan of feet, so you can look ahead too, if that's more comfortable for you. Lift up, arms overhead. Place the palms onto the mat. Step back with that right foot. Step forward with the left foot. Into warrior one. Pose, arms overhead. Aeroplane those arms back as your chest comes down onto your thigh. Arms overhead. Come onto the back toes. Bring the right foot forward. Arms either side of your body. Roll your body down. Hands to your shins. Step back into a plank pose. Knees can drop to the ground if you wish to do so. Shift the body forward. Elbows tucked in at the sides. Slowly come down onto your belly. Release the feet. Coming up into a baby cobra. Elbows tucked in at the side. Come back down. Move your blocks out of the way if you have them in the way. And place your hands either side of your body on your fingertips on the ground. Like little tents. And then squeezing at the glutes, lift up into a back bend. Release back down. Lift up into that back bend. Back down. One more time, releasing up and back down. Hands either side of the body. Lift up into a tabletop position. We're going to move into a hovering tabletop. So lift, toes tucked under, knees hip width distance apart, and you're going to lift your knees around 1 inch off the ground, navel to spine, engage your core. One more breath. Release your knees back down onto the mat and come up into a downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up, step the right foot forward into a warrior two position. From warrior two, reverse your warrior back, peaceful warrior. Side angle pose. Place your right forearm onto your right thigh. Lift your left arm overhead. Straight line now all the way over your head like so. If you want to take it one step further, drop your right hand onto the mat or place it onto a block like so. Not on the outside of your right foot, on the inside of your right foot. Feel the stretch in your body. Look up under your arm or look down onto the mat. Bring your left arm back up. Release yourself from the block. Come back into a warrior two. We reverse your warrior. Circle the palms back onto the mat, step back, downward facing dog. On the other side, lift the left leg up, step that left foot forward, warrior two pose. Looking out ahead, bending at the knee, up into a reverse warrior, side angle pose, forearm down on that thigh, right arm up, and now overhead. Again, same option to take it one step further with your block. So left palm onto your block or onto the ground. I'm going to stick with the block as I've done the same thing on the other side. Looking up, looking down in that side angle pose. Come back up, warrior two. reverse your warrior, come back, circle the palms down onto the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Looking in between your palms, step both feet to the front of your mat. From here, we're going to come into a chair pose. No props needed. Sitting back into that chair pose, engaging your core, so navel to spine, squeezing at the glutes, activating them. Bring your palms together at the front of your chest, and we're going to do a chair twist. So your left elbow on your right knee. And looking to your side, palms still pressed together, so in a bit of an upside down prayer pose. Back into that chair, palms still pressed together, twisting to the right side. Coming back up, chair pose, straighten the legs, arms either side of your body. Circle the arms overhead, palms pressed together, folding forward, forward fold, half forward fold, step back, plank pose, chaturanga. Choose your back bend, baby cobra, upward facing dog, feet pressed into the mat. Coming back up, downward facing dog. Another round. Right leg up, right foot forward to the front of your mat. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Side angle pose with that forearm on the thigh. Left arm up, left arm overhead. Again, option to drop the palm, the hand to the mat or on your block. Coming back up, warrior two, reverse your warrior. Circle the palms onto the mat, step back with that right foot, lift the right leg, the left leg, step forward with that left leg, warrior two pose. Bending into that front knee, looking out ahead over those left fingertips. Reverse your warrior, forearm onto your thigh, into that side angle, right arm up, overhead, extending that side angle, palm on the block, on the ground, your choice. Back up into warrior two, reverse, circle, palms pressed into the mat, coming back into your downward facing dog, plank pose, engage your core, chaturanga, elbows to the side, coming down, back bend, up, into your downward facing dog. Step both feet forward to the front of your mat. Half forward fold, coming into another chair pose. Arms overhead by the ears. Navel to spine, squeezing your glutes, palms at the front of your chest. Right elbow on your left thigh, twisting to the left. Back to center, twisting to the right. Back to center, full chair pose, arms up, stand up, arms by the side of the body. Circle your arms overhead, palms pressed together, fold over, forward fold, half forward fold, step back into a downward facing dog. Now from downward facing dog, we are gonna do wild thing. And I love this pose, so let's see how you like it. So from here, lifting the right foot up and step it behind your left leg. So right foot on the ground, coming up onto your toes. Now you can straighten the left leg if you wish to do so, like so. And then just bring that right arm overhead. So it's a bit like a side plank, but you're just in a different position. And you can shift yourself how you wish. You can flow here, put your body, left side body onto the mat, come back up and over. I'm going to do this a couple of more times. Once more, bring in some spice and heat into it. Place your right palm down, spin back on to your left toes, lift your right leg and bring your right knee into your chest and step it back on to the mat, into that downward facing dog. And let's do the same on the other side. So lifting the left leg, step that left foot behind your right, stretching out that left leg, right leg, stretching out the right leg, left knee bent, arm up, overhead with that left arm. And again, play around here. So I'm dropping the right side body to the mat, coming back up. Twice more. One more. Place the right foot and left arm back onto the mat. Left leg lifted into the chest, so knee to chest. Step back with that left foot. Drop the knees to the mat and let's come into a child's pose for a moment to release. Arms stretched out in front, or it may feel better with your arms behind you. Come up into a tabletop position and we are gonna hover again. So coming up onto the balls of your feet, lifting the knees an inch or so off the mat. 1, 2, 3. Remember to breathe. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop those knees and release the feet. Come back into a child's pose. Come back up, tabletop position. Tuck the toes under, up into a downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, high lunge, crescent pose. Circle the arms overhead, twisting out. So right arm behind, left arm forward. Flip the left palm up, place the right palm on your thigh and place that left arm overhead. So reverse in this high lunge crescent pose. Front knee bent, looking ahead, coming back up, arms overhead. Bend the back if you wish to do so. Palms in front of the chest. Step that left foot forward. Let's do the other side. Right foot back into that crescent pose. Arms overhead. Let's twist to the left side. Left palm back. right hand ahead. Flip that right palm up. Place the left on your thigh. Come back, reverse. Front knee bent. Looking up, looking ahead. Looking up, you may find that you lose your balance. So do what feels best. Come back up, front body to the front, looking ahead, up into that high lunge crescent pose. Palms in front of the chest, step forward. Circle the arms overhead, round and down into that forward fold. Half forward fold, palms pressed into the mat. If you want to jump back, jump back. If not, 1 foot at a time. Back, chaturanga, elbows tucked in, up into an upward facing dog. And just move from side to side here. In your upward facing dog or your baby cobra. Oh, someone's using the blender. They make amazing smoothies here, so there you go. All right, coming back to center, tuck the toes under, coming back into that tabletop, downward facing dog. Now from here, we're gonna try something a bit different. Fallen angel, broken angel, whatever you decide to call it. So from here, lift the right leg, step it. So bring your right knee into your chest and bring your right foot, the side of your right foot, onto the mat. Now your back foot, you're gonna, at like 45-degree angle, pressed into the mat. Lift the left arm up like so. Both legs stretched out. Place that left palm back to the mat. Bring the right leg back. So fallen triangle. Left leg up. Into the chest, knee to chest. Left foot out. So first of all, on that edge, then flat down, twist that back foot, the right one, 45-degree angle. Both legs stretch, arm up, arm overhead, fallen triangle. Back down, palm, right palm down. Step the left foot back. Drop your knees to the mat. Come back into child's pose. And let's do fallen triangle one more time. Back up into a tabletop position. Make your way into a downward facing dog. Let's get into this the same way. Left leg up, knee to chest, right leg up, knee to chest. Step the right foot out to the side. Foot on that side, on the side. You'll see yours on the side of your right foot. Left foot at a 45-degree angle. Pressed the right foot into the mat. Left arm up, overhead. Palm back down, foot back down onto the mat. Final time on the left leg up. Left knee into the chest. Side of the left foot onto the mat, onto the ground. Right foot, 45-degree angle. Both legs stretched. Lift the right arm up, overhead. Palm back down, foot back to the back of the mat. Drop the knees to the mat. Come forward and make your way onto your back. Knees facing upwards. Breathe. Lift the right leg and bring your fingers around your big toe. Or you can bring your hand to the side of your right foot. All good. Keeping this leg, just feeling that stretch in the hip. You can also lift the left foot off the mat. So happy baby pose, both of them. You can sway side to side, have some fun. You can stretch out one leg at a time if that feels good. I view yoga as a playground, and it's so much fun when you just try out different things and just see what works. You know, we're doing this one way, you may be at home or wherever you are, and you've come up with something else that is amazing, and that's cool. Bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your palms around the soles of your feet. If this is too much, just drop them to the ground or come into another position that you enjoy that works for you. So this is like a bound angle pose, but we've just got our legs lifted off the ground. So once we've done this, we'll come into a bound angle pose in an easy seat position. Place each foot onto the mat. Gently make your way back up. We started in easy seat. We're going to end in easy seat. So bring the soles of your feet together, bound angle pose. You may have your hands wrapped around your ankles, or they may be wrapped around the front of your toes, and just begin to bend forward to your own degree. If you want to stay here and vibe, all good. If you want to come forward and vibe there, do it. You can also use a block here. You can place it on your feet to the side like so, just so you don't have to bring your forehead all the way down to your feet. So that's just another supportive way of doing things. Make your way back up and let's do banana pose before we do Shavasana. So, coming onto your back, arms overhead, and clasp your hands together. Bring the right side, or bring the top side of your body over to the right, and your left side, and bring your body to your legs to the left side of your mat. I've been talking too much, getting my words muddled. It happens. I'm human. So in that banana pose, like so. So your legs over to the left, upper body over to the right. Bring yourself back to center. Right legs over. Legs over to the right. Upper body over to the left. Back to center. Release your arms. Let your legs, your feet flop to the side. You can move them. You can move your arms. You can put them overhead. You can keep them to the side of your body with your palms facing down or your palms facing up. Your eyes might be open. Your eyes might be closed. Always different options of ways to do things. Stay in Shavasana for as long as you need, or you can just get up from this position gently and carry on with your day, your evening, whatever the case may be. May you continue to feel, explore, and connect with your body. Thank you so, so much for sharing your practice with me. Peace, light, and blessings to you.